starved us, beat us, froze us. I did 5 years here, and it was the most horrific experience any human being could possibly go through.
We chose to do a film adaptation of Lee Miracle's short story Charlie in order to educate Canadians about the residential school system and its toll on the lives of Native peoples. Charlie is a young Native boy living a happy life at home when he is suddenly taken away from his family and placed in a residential school. Charlie's experience at school is a negative one. He misses his family and is confused by the teachings of the non-Aboriginal teachers. His native language is taken away and children are abused for expressing their traditional beliefs and customs. Charlie is outrageously unhappy. Charlie's father, who is back at home, feels shame over sending his child to a residential school. Charlie escapes one night into the woods in search of his home. However, it is winter and the long journey home quickly takes its toll on the young boy, who succumbs quickly to hypothermia. While lying on his back in the snow, Charlie looks up at the night sky and begins to see the form of a Wendigo, a mythical creature described as an Orion queen that comes with outstretched arms to take Charlie from this life. His death is peaceful, and he is content knowing that his life at the residential school was a worse fate than death. In our adaptation, we chose to portray what we believed was the most significant aspect of the short story, the importance of one's cultural heritage in the history of Canada's residential school system. We would like our audience to understand our adaptation as an accurate portrayal of a part of Canada's history and wish to be as accurate as possible in the process of creating our film. For that reason, it is important to our group that the actors portraying Native characters are of an Aboriginal descent. We have personal connections through Planet Indigenous to the Indigenous Performing Arts Alliance, in which actors who are devoted to spreading Native culture can be found. It is also important to us to keep the setting as authentic as possible while still maintaining an appropriate local distance in order to keep our budget reasonable. Thus, we have chosen to film on location at the Woodland Cultural Centre, located in Brantford, Ontario. It was once a residential school and is currently open to the public. Our target audience is Canadians, mainly non-Aboriginals, in order to educate them. We feel as if we are targeting young people in order to educate them of the crimes of the past so that they won't repeat their ancestors' mistakes. Our rough budget is approximately $100,000. We will spend about $2,000 on the single camera that we will be using to shoot our footage. For music, we plan on searching MySpace for unsigned artists that are looking for a break and emailing them asking if they are willing to allow us to use their music for free. We will ensure that they sign a written statement agreeing to receive no monetary reward until the film gains back all of the money that was spent on it. We plan to shoot over 2 weeks, and our location is easily accessible, so our budget for travel is small. Regarding playing our actors, we plan on contacting the Indigenous Performing Arts Alliance, where many of the actors work for little as they are interested in spreading information about Native culture. We will pay our 2 main actors $1,500 each for the 2 weeks of filming. In the Arms of the Wendigo is a cultural educational film. It is extremely important to us that our viewers are educated about the history of Native culture and Canada's involvement in the past with residential school systems. We want to show the point of view of the school systems from a child, as we feel it is often recollected by adults and elders, and we wish to place a child's face on this historical event to better involve the audience and allow them to have an emotional connection. Why our adaptation should be made. We've put time and research into the creation of our film to ensure that it is both accurate and, importantly, realistically feasible to create. Our film is relevant because it shows the base of the discrimination that is present today in the Native culture. We feel like many prejudices are still in existence today about Native culture, and we wish to defend the Native people and give their perspective, to give them a voice that many non-Aboriginal people do not know of.